Hello there everyone, and welcome back. The campaign, unfortunately, is now officially over, as apparently the Meklar have managed to get their scientific victory in. Which kind of shocks me there, because I was never given an indication beforehand, because otherwise I would have made some more desperate plays to try and take their homeworld, Mechlon. Because I think it was possible I could kind of spearhead my way through the wormhole in Omicron, and if I could have just captured what I would assume is Mechlon Prime, or actually Mechlon 2 here, which I'm going to assume is where their main, the scientific structure was at, I could have easily have held that off, I think. Because apparently, the Klakons have no interest in fighting me, to the point that the Barathi are now getting in on the fighting here. As they have officially declared war, they have already secured the wormhole, so I am ready to put an end to the Klakon threat once and for all. Continue on with this campaign, only because I want to put the Meklar in their place and stop suing on me, you stupid thing. Because hey, in all honesty, I'm pursuing the Ascension, the scientific victory as well, so in all honesty, I should be able to chase after them. And so I'm going to continue on, and I'm going to wipe the Meklar out. And then we will call it a wrap, despite the fact that it was still a defeat. A humiliating defeat at that. But we're finally getting colonies set up there, and since we are kind of near the point of no return, I might as well just, well, let's see, just focus a little bit more on my ship this building, rather than getting my colonies going, because they're not going to get fully operational anytime soon, I think it's safe to say. So what would be the priority? Because I don't want to rush too much of the expensive stuff ideally. I just want to rush the smaller, cheaper things so I can take advantage of this plan as quickly as possible. That's the hope, that's the dream anyway. So how do we proceed? Well, pretty much how we've been doing it already. Ooh, in fact, what is it? Elo is getting an emu all done, and then I might get that building up a Titan as well if possible. We got colony ship here for colonizing. And ideally, I like to rush a Titan since I'm getting close to the money for it. So that's probably what I'm going to do. Rush a couple of the cheaper stuff here. And we'll see how it goes from here on out. Because I do have a bit of a fleet over at Eskio, so I can fight them back. Again, the Klakons have no interest in fighting me, so I'm going to have to take the fight to them, is really all there is to it. Because I have star fortresses, I now have a minefield, so I am in pretty damn good shape. And also I should try and get this pollution level all figured out, shouldn't I? Core waste dump, gain full value out of this, and its production would be kind of nice. So I think I'm going to go that route, at least attempt to. Because as it stands now, I don't have the ships to even take on. Oh, did I seriously only have a hawk here? I thought I had a bit more. Oh, never mind. That was over at Triton, that's why. Nonetheless, I have star fortresses.
Capable of much forgiving. For each Klakon must forgive her share.
How funny they want peace now, huh? I can't imagine why that is. No. You had your chance at peace. I tried multiple times. Now, when I get my Titan out next 2 turns, I'm coming for your ass. You are the reason why I lost this campaign. I'm coming at you with the full fury of the Alkari flock. Just you wait and see. And don't think you're out of the woods yet there, Meklar. I'm coming for you next. Because it was my intention to go to war for you for what? 10, 20 episodes ago. It was the mistake that I went to war with the Klakons, thinking it would keep the Cylons safe, that kind of denied me that opportunity. Because I lost a good handful of fleets against the Klakons, and I was so far away from them that they would not have cared to go after me anyway. From there on out, I would imagine anyway. It's just a shame the Cylons weren't here. Well, actually, the Cylons are here. I have a handful of their worlds. At least 2 worlds, actually, that are inhabited by them. Which is all that's left. Destabilization failed, so and deport it, so... And mission failed just to infiltrate diplomacy. Wow. They're really tightening up their security now, aren't they? Well, my destabilization efforts are going to have to continue going. It was this is Yan Prime. So really, as I said before, keep on building those ships. We need all the military fleet I can muster if I'm going to do this big, massive push forward. Especially when they're right at my doorstep. I also need a crap ton of troop transports as well, without a doubt. So finally, we're going to have ourselves a Titan rush over here. We got a fleet that I'm going to have to consider pulling back. Because, yeah, my Star Fortress and defenses can easily deal with that, right? I'm really hoping so. It doesn't hurt to have extra defenses. Like, working on the minefield for that extra little bit. I seriously don't want to rush it, considering it's meant to put a minefield for an entire system, rather than a single plant. So I might hold off on that. And Elo, we're going to get some money off you to kind of inflate my already supercharged kind of income. Because I don't want that to drop anytime soon if I can help it. That'd be kind of nice. And also, I'm finally utilizing my gauze cans, which is a big deal. Ferris 2. We're going to get you building up some more. Let's see. Colonial Center would be nice. Really, everything would be nice. I just can't rush everything. It's the only problem. And I also would like to try and terraform it at some point, too. There's a lot of work to do with these little worlds. Emu is built. You're going over to Altair to help defend that. And I do need to be prepared to defend Elo. A Star Fortress is kind of required because this is... Well, really, Altair is more vulnerable and it's already got heavy defenses. Battle Station, at least, has got... Well, I was going to say advanced military outpost, but that's not really true. And we got a lot of stuff to rush here. So let's rush everything. Now, especially now that I have the Titan being built over in Eskio. So I think we're good. Oh, and I need 1,000 billion credits for that. So update everything, enhance everything. That is the name of the game. Yeah, you better run, Clackons, you better run. Although, let's see, one cruiser's probably not going to do much against that frigate fleet. Unless they happen to have star bases already. Which I'm hopeful they do. Okay, they got reinforcing fleets. Small ones, mind you, but they're coming. I'm going to help you out there, Barathi. I'm not going to fail you like I did the poor Cylons, so let's get this started. Once the Meklar finish up their damn turns, jeez. They're hogging up all the spotlight with their victory and their galaxy of planets, quite frankly. At least half a galaxy's worth. I look forward to putting them down a peg or two. Not much else I can do. Yeah, they're still taking forever. Are they still even bombing the Sakra? Oh, what's going on? Did they colonize Wolf? I think they colonized Wolf. No, actually they didn't. Acquired Daz success. That wasn't what I need. I need more than that, so they did not colonize Wolf, so what did they colonize then? The camera bugged out on me, I'm left wondering. Oh well, no matter. I'll go to war with them soon enough, and we have a Titan built up here. And my fleet strength is rapidly getting maxed out. So I need to enhance that some. I think I need to enhance that, because I'm going to run out of command points basically, and I'm sure as hell not going to use my money to kind of sustain that. I'm going to avoid that if at all possible. Although missile defenses, battle stations would be good. What kind of maintenance is on these? A lot, especially for Star Fortresses. Holy crap, I did not realize they were that expensive. 8 billion credits just for a Star Fortress versus the 2 billion for a battle station. So wow. Wow. So, where do I want the Griffin to go? Like I said, prepare my momentum forward. And defense Cestus, I think. Although military transport would be better down here. And I only got one troop transport, so I'm going to need some more, which thankfully are coming along. They're getting built, we're good. Now, while I'm doing that, let's get this damn space factory also set up with building another military outpost, ideally. It's not going to be much, but am I able to take this out? Not actually quite. That may have been a mistake. That kind of was a mistake, wasn't it? I got a little too aggressive. A little too excited for my own good. Well, now's the Klakon's opportunity to jump me, I guess. Is moral of this story. Let's see what happens then. I got so excited I had a Titan I was about to field it. Oh, they're still afraid. Go figure. No surprise there, huh? It was only a single cruiser, but it wasn't expected to do that much damage. So, with the Klakons now backing away, I have 2 turns to get this thing over there, which is enough time, quite frankly. I just need to rush a couple more ships and get ready to push forward with a couple of troop transports to help out. At the very least buy some time, because it looks like the Klakons are afraid of me. They definitely are looking afraid. If they're going to run away from just a simple little Titan. Don't let that troop transport silhouette mislead you, folks. There's a Titan hiding underneath that shadow. Don't ask me how it did it. Maybe it's a cloaking device that I've yet to implement on the ship, but it is hidden. It is there. And it's going to pounce on them next few turns once my fleet is assembled. So I'm going to have to rush one more destroyer or frigate, I think, to be safe. Just to be safe, to have the extra bit of defensive power. Especially now that I have the money for it. More threatening fleets detected. We got more spies moving about. And that's a cruiser, right? Yep, that's an Eagle, so let's rush that, and then we'll continue on with the pollution production. I almost wonder if I want to rush that. I almost wonder if I do. Either way, we're fine. My destroyer fleet's gonna arrive. My spy has been deported. No, he's actually at his location. This is different spy, so attempt again with the destabilization, will you? And hopefully that goes a little bit better. It's been hit or miss. It's hard to really understand how the factors apply because it just says low, medium, or high risk. Not much else. Although if I moused over, it'd probably give me more details as to the modifiers, maybe. If I could figure out the specifics, that actually would help. At least understanding the chances of my spying. Nonetheless, what is this? Does this look like a single frigate or destroyer? I think it is. And it's bombing Olag 3 right now, so I need to help them. Next 2 turns, I'm going to do just that. I'm going to conquer Mentar. I'm going to wipe out the fleet over here in Phelan. And hopefully the Barathe can deal with those Klakons down there. And Sakra are repopulating Media. And their new capitals in there, which for some reason this Titan has been avoiding. Wasn't it already over here? Or maybe it got destroyed in Seltzig and I was not paying attention. Because I don't recall being drawn over there, at least. Nonetheless, we're going to see what happens. Sakra are still on the back foot. Quite frankly, not a lot they can do here. So one more turn, and we're good to go. And I also got a second troop transport to help conquer the planets, so I should be able to get both the Mentar planets. I'm hoping. It doesn't hurt to rush another one, just to be safe. To have the extra one. And I could consider that minefield when it becomes necessary. Otherwise, we're speeding through these turns quite nicely, I gotta say. If only the Meklar didn't take an eternity, we'd be good. We would be good. And apparently I already got a battle station on Vulpes Prime, so... Space elevator it is. And let's see, pollution levels are down, so we're going all out on the production then. Speed things along. Also, pollution. Let's throw these guys off food, because not needed anymore. There we go, we're looking good now. It was like I hardly took anyone off research. It just got a bunch of free production with that core waste dump. Who am I to say no to that, quite frankly? Because really, food's just a matter of maintenance at this point. Unless I needed to rush population, that would be the only thing. So we're going to continue with more warp gates, ideally. So I'm just going to go to these plants and put them down. I think it's a plan. Still a question of whether I want the hyperdrive for when this research finishes or not. Or to go with the fusion beams, because I'm kind of on the offensive now. So I kind of question it using the tech, or grabbing it anyway. And I know the Barazzi have hyperdrive, so I still would like to trade for that if possible. It's just going to cost me a lot of credits. Credits I can easily afford, mind you, with my income as it is, but it would slow down my production as a result. Nonetheless, end your turn, Meklar. I want to get to crushing the Klakons and Mentar once and for all. Once and for all, and why are the Klakons and troop transports collaborating with each other? Huh, I'm a little bit shocked that Titan didn't actually destroy that outpost last turn. Because I could have sworn it was. You're getting sloppy, Meklar. I thought you were ascended and everything. This hardly looks like it. Huh, this is amusing. Even though they won, they're still a candidate. Although I'm not going to vote for either of them. Without a doubt, I'm esteemed this time. Okay. So Barazzi are basically third place with votes, and I'm fourth. Darloks have nothing, Sakura have nothing, so... Both these factions I plan on going to war with are like the top of the pack. I need to fix that. I really should reconsider trade for the hyperdrive. That would be kind of nice.
The galaxy seems brighter with you. Yes?
Let's try it again, especially since I gave him a bunch of tech already. When am I gonna have to pay him this time? Let's see. It's processing. That doesn't do good. That is not boding well for me.
You better look to your own, outsider.
Wow. I have nothing he wants now. So I'm gonna have to wait until I get my own fusion beamer and hope I can get it maybe. Oh well. Let's get this start. I gotta make sure all my fleets are there. Yeah, we got 3 different fleets, so gotta make sure they all move over there. And Fleet A is just a space train, or was it the space factory? So we're good. Oh, this is overkill. Definitely overkill, but I want to see that Titan in action. Give it to me. Have a look at it. The Klakons and Meklar are not the only one that can field Titans now. I'm bringing my own. In fact, I'm so confident in it, I'm going to have it go by itself. It is a bit slow, isn't it? Oh, crap. Let's not get too excited. Because they are hitting my cruisers. Oh, wait, did I accidentally pop that? What the hell was that? That was the lightning field, I'm going to assume. Maybe? There's the pulsar there. I'm not sure what the hell that was. I don't want to know, quite frankly. I know I'm experimenting with the pulsars, but still, look at that salvo. Now, what kind of damage is it going to do? Wow. I know it's like a basic military outpost, but damn. That was ridiculous. And it was firing Xeon missiles at me. So that still did a number on me as for terms of damage. Nonetheless, I think it's safe to say the Titan's gonna take a while to get to its target. They could easily warp away if they were able to. Okay, that finished. Was it making this asteroid belt into a planet? So what else do I want to do? Not a whole lot really at this point. Unless I want to start colonizing this gas giant and start fortifying myself further forward. Might be the only thing I could think of. Honestly, I'm not sure what I want to do with this space factory besides send it over this way, maybe. If it'll let me move over there, it does not seem to want to let me. Maybe it's because I did not have it selected. That would be a problem. So let's try this again. At least get the warp gate all set, or jump gate, stargate rather. At the very least, it could build a stargate for me while I have this one move forward and build an advanced military outpost. I think is what I ultimately have in mind. Cessus is well defended there. We have outposts, we have troop transports. We're building up a fleet over here, and I guess Cessus 2 is where we're going to be striking. We're gonna show them the door, and we're gonna conquer Mir Prime, or Mir again. And I never did check to see what that frigate was. Holy crap, where the hell did those ships come from? I can retreat. Holy crap, where the hell did those come from? I'm starting to regret everything now. I'm still gonna push through this somehow, but that's a little ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie. Retreat is unavailable, yet they gave me a retreat option, so this is going to suck. Let's try and spread and destroy some of these things. Although it's not going to work very well with damn a Titan slowing me down. I do have pulsars to at least stop the first wave or two. So much for my evasion plan, huh? I'm clearly not prepared for this. Not in the slightest. Even with the Barassi attacking. Well, let's hope this weaponry is enough. Because I'm going to need a lot of it. And I know those are dumbfire weapons, but they're bound to hit something with that kind of clump. You could just spray and pray and hit something. Oh, and for some reason these things don't even actually have missiles. I'm shocked. This is new. It's almost like they know. And that just hit everything with its pulsar. Not saying a lot. They got frigates everywhere. I'm gonna get overwhelmed by frigates. This is like the Darlocks all over again. I'm taking a beating quite well, but am I gonna kill them? Probably not. Nope, this Titan is all but dead. It's wrecking the cruisers with a nice salvo. Oh my. Am I never going to be able to push aggressively with this kind of ridiculous crap? Wow. As soon as I get my momentum going, it's kind of canceled out relatively quickly. I did more damage to them than they did to me at least, so that's a plus. But still, unless I can somehow get my focus all my fleet over there, it seems like it's just a matter of surging better than the Klakons. Although, the Barassi are there. I just gotta deal with this fleet. Because it's more than likely going to push to me now, at least. Because Barathi can easily deal with that. It's just a little frustrating that I just... Really, the strategy seems like I just surrogate. Because I am getting really close to an open border offer. So that could have been an alternative. Just push on through the Barathi space and just backdoor them. I could have done that. And that would punish the Klakons so much for so many ships down in Eskio. But as it stands now, there goes my momentum. In a single turn, I was so excited too. I was so damn excited for that. And already my dreams are crushed. It doesn't mean I'm out of it just yet though. I am without a doubt still not out of it, because I have been building up fleets elsewhere. They're just spread out. Now, can Eskio still defend itself relatively well? With a Star Fortress, it sure as hell can. How much do you want to bet the Klakons are just going to dance right by it? Take your bets now, folks, because now I have to retreat once again. But at least, like I said, their entire fleet's down here. So the Barathi can just have their way with everything else in the meantime. Because they're just as formidable. They got their ridiculous number of frigates and other ships. So I think the Klakons are still screwed. I just wish I could be a part of it, Barathi. I really wish I could help you out. Maybe I am by suicide my fleet into theirs. Because I did take out of a chunk of it. Most of them were frigates though.